Hi there, my name is Jaina and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be taking you through a slow, mindful yoga practice which works on opening up the body and creating space for the body and the mind. This practice is really useful if you are pregnant, especially for the latter stages of pregnancy. So I myself am in the third trimester of pregnancy, and I find that my body really is craving the need to slow down, but my mind is often racing. So with this practice, as I start to encourage my body to slow down, my mind will slow down too, thus the two start to align together. So this practice really does start to bring a sense of calm and peace into the body and the mind. So in order to go through this practice, you will need your yoga mat and any props or supports that you need. Let's get into
To begin our practice, we will start from a standing position with our feet about hip width apart or wider and our hands on our belly, on our beautiful belly. And we're just going to work with this kind of swaying motion from one foot to the other as we rub the belly and just connect to the space of where our baby, our unborn child is. So just allow that moment to just feel this part of your body, this part of your being that has been carrying your child for so long, and very soon you will be meeting your baby. And perhaps as you rub the belly, you could just take a moment just to recognize whether the baby is awake or asleep. And again, just allowing a little bit of movement from side to side, one foot to the other. And then we're just going to continue this, but now we're going to start to walk up and down the mat. So as you walk, I want you to walk slowly and mindfully, and just really being aware of the different parts of your foot touching the mat, touching the ground, and also just being aware of your toes. And as you walk, can you just allow yourself to spread the toes into the ground? And just feeling yourself grounding your energy. So continue this for a few moments. Again, we're moving slowly, so take your time. There's no rush. And then start to walk back into the center of the mat. And once again, just allowing your feet to be about hip width apart or wider. And then from here, we're going to just work with the breath. So we're going to inhale, we're going to take the hands all the way out to the side into prayer, and then exhale, drawing your hands towards your heart, down to the baby, and then again inhale. And exhale. You can either exhale through the mouth or the nose. And looking up at the hands. Continue with this for a few rounds. You can even close the eyes if it feels comfortable. Once more, breathing in and out. And then just take a few moments just to roll the shoulders back, just releasing into the shoulder blades. And just going a little bit wider with the feet, and we'll just come into a couple of side stretches. So just taking the hands onto the hips, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just bending over to one side, and then inhale up to center, and exhale over to the other side. Again, inhale up. This time as you exhale over, we'll take the opposite arm over, and then again inhale up to center, and exhale over to the other side. Inhale up and exhale back to center. And then again, just take a moment just to feel the space of the baby. We'll then start to come towards the back of the mat, and we're going to work through a sun salutation, so a slightly adjusted sun salutation, and it's going to involve a little bit of cat-cow as well. So from here, just again, feet hip width apart or wider. I'm going to take the hands all the way up, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, draw your hands down the centre line of the body, and as you do, we'll just bend through the knees, taking the hands onto the thighs. And again, we're moving slowly, and we're going to take moments to just pause, to just hold a pose, to work with the breath, and perhaps any sort of free movement that you need to just bring into the body. And then from here, you're going to stretch both hands out and take both knees down onto the mat at the same time. And then just taking the hands a little bit higher up the mat, spread the fingers as we come into your cat position. And from here, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to just hug the baby in towards you and arch the spine. And then inhale, take your tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the belly, and lift the head up. Exhale, arching the back. And inhale to invert. And continue to work with this for a few rounds. Just really just allowing your breath to guide the movement. And then start to come into a neutral flat back position, and we're going to step the right foot wide to the outside of the right hand and just start to draw circles with the right knee, just opening up into the right hip. And then from here, you're going to start to come up and draw the right forearm onto the right thigh and start to circle the left arm. So nice big circles with the left arm. You can just take your gaze to follow the arm around. And then gently just coming back down onto the palms of the hands, draw the right leg back, and we'll take the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and again just working with circling the left knee wide out to the side and around. And then just coming to centre and taking that left forearm onto the left thigh and working with big circular movements with the right arm. And again, you can just allow your gaze to follow the arm. And then just gently coming back down to centre, onto the palms of the hands, taking that left knee back. And from here, we'll start to come into puppy dog. So you're going to take your hands a little bit higher up the mat and just dropping your chest low, hips high, and connecting your forehead to the ground. Take a few moments to hold and really just feeling your heart center, the chest area, opening up. And then start to walk your hands back towards you as we come into a wide stance, child's pose. So here you want to go wide with the knees. If you feel like you need some support, you can take a cushion and just place it underneath your hips. And then from here, just coming all the way down, stack your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead onto the hands. Alternatively, if you need some support under the head, you can also just take a cushion or even a bolster underneath the head as well. And we're just going to spend a few moments just watching the breath. And again, if you need to do any deep breathing, you can just breathe in through the nose and exhale fully from the mouth. gently just start to come back up, and you're going to just remove the props and we'll come back through to a standing. So again, you're on the palms of the hands, lifting your hips up, draw your toes under, lifting the knees off the mat at the same time as you come back through that semi-squat, and then inhale, taking the hands all the way up, slight back bend, and then exhale, drawing your hands towards the chest, towards the heart center. And that is your sun salutation, or your slightly adjusted sun salutation, which you can practice that flow for a couple of rounds in the morning to just stretch and open up the body. But otherwise, from here we're now just going to come wide on the mat, and we have to be careful here with any squats that we do in the third trimester. So just go to a position that feels comfortable and right for you without overdoing anything. And we're just going to start to take the left foot out to the side and just a little back and forth with the knee. So just bending into that knee for a few rounds, and then just holding that position and taking the left forearm down onto the left thigh, extending the right hand up, and you're just going to breathe into the right rib cage. And then gently just bring yourself back up through to standing, turning that left foot in, and we'll turn the right foot out and just do the same on this side. So again, just back and forth, bending into that right knee. And once again, just holding the position and just taking that right forearm down and extending through the left arm and just breathing into that left rib cage. And then just gently just bringing yourself back up through to center and walking the feet closer together again. From here, we're going to start to come back down onto the mat. So again, just coming through that semi-squat, so bending the knees and lowering the hands down together, lowering the knees down together, and just coming back into cat position. I'm going to work with our figure eights, and as we work with figure eights, we're also going to work with sound, okay, so just allowing the jaw area to open, and this is actually a really great practice that you can actually do during labour as well. So I'm just going to work with the vowels, so all the vowels here. So beginning with A and R, so just dropping your hips towards your right foot, to the left foot, to the right hand, to the left hand. Breath in, and then ah. Ah. And then you can just start to move through all the different vowels and just doing whichever vowels feel right for you. E. Working with the breath, so inhale and E on the exhale. And then you can also just reverse that movement. I. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. And at first it might feel really weird to kind of do that and work with the sound, but it really can start to open up into the pelvis area, into the pubic area, and can really help in the labour. So definitely a good one to practice in your yoga sequence too. And then once you've done that and just worked with that sound, you can also just work with a little back and forth. And then from here, we're going to come through to a Vajrasana position and just bringing the knees a little bit closer together and lowering the hips down. And here again, if you need to sit on a cushion, you can sit on a cushion. And we're actually just going to get into our breath practice here. And we're going to do it from Vajrasana. and we're going to work with the yogic breath. And I have a full video on the yogic breath on my YouTube channel, so if you want a full breakdown of this breathing technique, do check that out. I'll pop the link into the comments below. But otherwise, what we're going to do is take one hand onto the belly, around the belly button area, and the other hand onto the chest. And with the yogic breath, it's like a wave of movement. So you're going to breathe into the belly towards the end of the inhalation, pull the belly in, expand the chest, and then exhale either through the nose or the mouth. And we're going to do this for 5 rounds. So I'm going to practice here, and you can just follow along with me. So breathing into the belly, then pull the belly in, expand into the chest, and exhale through the mouth. Continue with this for a few rounds. Continue for a few more moments, and then if you wish, you can even release the hands out to the side. And as you inhale, just taking the hands wide, opening up through the shoulders, lifting the head up slightly, and then exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Deep, full breath, creating space within the body, and exhale. We'll work with one more round here. Inhale. And exhale. And then just allow your hands to either rest on the belly or on your thighs. Feeling your breath settle, feeling your mind and attention settle too. And here now, in the space of this meditation practice, we'll work with the chant of Om for 3 rounds. If you've practiced Om before, you can chant along with me. If you haven't practiced this sound before, then you can just listen to the vibration. And here we're just sending those vibrations to the baby, which starts to create a sense of peace for you and your baby. So we'll take a breath in to begin. Take a few moments just to feel the energy of those vibrations. And then just allowing your awareness to come down through the body. Feel your connection to the ground. So you gently allow your eyes to open. And then we'll just spend a few moments now coming into a relaxation position on the side of the body. So just coming onto the left side, and once again just using whatever support that you might need. So if that's a cushion under the head or a cushion in between the knees, and just really just taking some time to support yourself. You might even want to place a cushion underneath the bump and underneath the baby. And just coming all the way down, and I'll just show you myself coming down into this position. And then I'm going to come back up so that I can guide you through your relaxation. Otherwise, just take a few moments just getting comfortable. So once again, if you do need to support the bump, do place one cushion underneath the bump or even a rolled up blanket. And perhaps even just covering yourself with the blanket to keep yourself warm. And then as you get comfortable, just give yourself some time to just settle. And then to close the eyes, so just taking a long, slow, deep breath in and out. Again, breathing deeply in and out. One more slow breath in and out. Just feeling your breath settle, feeling your mind and attention settle too. Knowing that your body has been working extremely hard, and now is a time for you to relax, to let go, to allow the body to do whatever it needs to do here. Also giving your mind the space to let go too. And as your body and your mind start to release, they start to align, bringing a sense of balance and peace. And when we start to feel more peaceful, our baby can feel more peaceful too. From here, we'll just take a moment to pass our awareness through the body. So just become aware of your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Draw your attention along your spine, seeing the muscles in your back. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax the neck and the throat, the head and the face. And allow yourself to drop all expression from the face. And just feeling a great sense of release. Right here, right now. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to be thinking. You can just allow yourself to feel and to be. So just take another few more moments here to relax. And when you feel ready now, bringing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. So just using your hands as you become aware of the space around you again, and just gently easing yourself back to a seated position. And here you can either keep the eyes closed or the gaze low and soft. And just easing yourself back into life again. So when you feel ready to come out of this space, you can come out of it. And I hope you enjoyed this sequence. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope it helped you to slow down, to connect to your body, and to allow your mind and body to work together as one. Please do share this video with your friends and your family and anyone else that may find it of interest, any other pregnant friends or family out there, or anyone who just might be interested in doing a slower yoga practice. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, so that you are kept updated with my latest video. For now, thank you so much for being here in this space, and namaste.